Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Flying with Captain Frank. Today, we're going to talk about something called TCAS 2, and I'll explain that in a second. But before I do, I need you to please go over there and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. It'll remind you each and every time there's a new video. And please remember to leave a respectful comment, be it positive or negative. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Now, I'm trying to get to my short-term goal of 5,000 subscribers, and I need your help to please distribute my videos out there, share them with your friends, tell them to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Now, let's go on to TCAS 2. What is it? How does it work? Okay, so TCAS 2 is a traffic collision avoidance system on the airplane. It stops us or helps us to make sure that we don't hit any other airplanes. The sky is no longer a big sky anymore. It's a very, very congested sky. I have been saved on several occasions by TCAS 2 because it alerts you of traffic that may become an impending threat. It gives you a TA, which is a traffic advisory. And then if the traffic continues to get closer and closer, it will give you what's called an RA, a resolution advisory, and it will tell you to either climb, descend, or stay at your altitude. I have had this happen on several occasions, and I have had to react in a split second. But thanks to this TCAS 2 system, the collisions were avoided. So that is the most important thing. Remember that regardless of what air traffic controllers tell you, you must respond to the RA. It overrides air traffic control. Now, once it happens and you're safely away from the traffic, it will advise you that the conflict is no longer a factor. Now, at this point, you need to tell air traffic control that you just had an RA so they can understand why you deviated away from assigned altitude. Let's go to the video and I'll explain more to you. And please, if you have any questions, please put it in the comment section. Let's watch the video.
How TCAS 2 works and who must have it. TCAS 2, Traffic Alert and Collision Avoidance System, version 2, is a mandatory airborne collision avoidance system designed to work independently of air traffic control, ATC, to prevent mid-air collisions when ATC separation is inadequate or lost. How TCAS 2 works. TCAS 2 operates entirely on the aircraft's own transponder and does not rely on ground radar or ATC data, theaeroinsider.com. It works in two main modes, traffic advisory, TA, and alert indicating that another transponder-equipped aircraft is approaching too closely. This is informational only and does not command a maneuver. Resolution advisory, RA, a coordinated time-synchronized command to climb or descend to avoid a potential collision. TCAS 2 calculates the conflict using Mode S transponder data, altitude, identification, and squawk code, and determines the safest maneuver for both aircraft in the conflict. The system interrogates nearby aircraft's Mode S transponders to determine their position and altitude, builds a real-time surveillance picture of all transponder-equipped traffic within its range, issues RAS only after a potential collision is detected and the maneuver is coordinated with the conflicting aircraft. Key safety feature. TCAS 2 is independent of ATC, so it can act even if controllers miss a conflict or in areas without radar coverage. Regulatory requirements. Under ICAO Annex 10 and U.S. Federal Aviation Regulation 14 CFR, Parts 121, 125, and 129, TCAS 2 is mandatory for all commercial transport category aircraft operated by Air Carriers Federal Aviation Administration. This includes scheduled passenger aircraft, for example, Boeing 737, Airbus A320, A350, 787, etc. Air carrier cargo aircraft, air carrier operations in controlled and uncontrolled airspace. The requirement applies to all flights, regardless of airspace type, because TCAS-2 is the last line defense against mid-air collisions. Operational context. Mandatory compliance. Pilots must follow TCAS-2 RAS without question, even if they conflict with ATC instructions. For example, the 2002 Uberlingen accident case. Standards. The FAA's Minimum Operational Performance Standards, MOPS, define TCAS-2's technical and operational requirements, Federal Aviation Administration. Versions. Current standards, for example, version 7.1, improve RA sense reversal logic and clarify vertical speed commands, Federal Aviation Administration. In summary, TCAS-2 is a critical, mandatory safety system for commercial transport aircraft that uses direct air-to-air transponder data to detect and resolve potential collisions, independent of ATC, ensuring the last resort avoidance capability for all air carriers.
You enjoyed that video on the TCAS-2 traffic collision avoidance system. I can tell you for certain that it has saved my life on a few occasions and the lives of my passengers as well. If you don't have this system in your aircraft and you can possibly afford to get it, I would strongly recommend that you get a TCAS-2 system because it will save your life. I know it. Like I said, I've been there. Okay, so before I go, I need you to please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. It'll remind you each and every time there's a new video. Leave a respectful comment, be it positive or negative. I need to hear from you and what you think of my videos. We're trying to get to my short-term goal of 5,000 subscribers. I need a little help to get pushed over the finish line, and you can do that for me by sending my videos to your friends and asking them to subscribe as well. Now, at the end of today's video, you're going to see a credits roll. The reason I do that now is because I use images from the internet that belong to other people. And in order to do that, I need to give them credit for that. So please watch the credits, and I will let you know where the pictures came from. It's only fair to them. They did a nice job making them. I use those images to help to illustrate what I am talking about. So I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the content and the slides that I use that others have made in full transparency, which basically everybody does, but I want those people to get credit for it. And finally, if you're thinking of getting a pet, please, please don't go to a pet store, don't go to a breeder, go to the shelter, adopt, rescue. There are so many beautiful, beautiful cats and dogs there that are just waiting for their forever home. And some of them have been there for years, and they're sad and they're lonely and they want to find their forever home. You can make that happen. I promise you, you'll find every breed imaginable, and they will show you such appreciation. See, they know that you saved them, and you'll never feel a love like that. I promise you, I've been there. So please do that for me. For now, Frank Gower, your favorite contract corporate pilot, signing off.